Hi, gang. Instead of music like I had on my Falco live stream just a minute ago, I had the dog singing to you. I meant to put my music on, but my phone was too far to reach. The dogs are going crazy today. I cannot wait to get a different studio as I'm trying to do more on this side of things and don't need the barking dogs to give me credibility, right? But what I want to do is I want to catch up with a couple questions that have been in the Facebook live TV show group. And hold on, I got to switch over here. So you know how this works. I'm just working over to get into another area over here. But I had a show this morning that was really good. I had only 2 little glitches. Oh, I was doing so well. And I cannot wait till I get an intern that will handle all the switching while I'm talking and looking at the articles. But I had 2 little things that I wish I could have not had happen. Just lost the website and had to bring it back, had to go through the steps. The good news is I watched the replay and none of that showed. None of it showed me trying to get back at that place where I was. For whatever reason, the OBS froze on the last picture before I lost it and didn't leave it until I went back and found the right thing. So I got lucky that it didn't show me, I ended up going in the back end of my Kajabi. So you saw the number of sales and the amounts and that kind of stuff. None of that showed. So that was good. But, I mean, other than I hit the wrong key and lost my page. But like I've talked about in the training is that you just don't want to panic, right? You don't panic. You just let them know what's going on. Say, oh, shoot, I hit the wrong thing. Give me 1 second. And you just kind of keep on talking and you find something to talk about so that you can talk. You have to learn how to talk and type and correct things. I've even had to upload something while I was fixing the next project. So I'm talking and I'm uploading. I'm waiting to get there and then I'm pushing it over. So you can do it, right? You just don't panic. You just stay on camera, because you don't have any choice, right? You're live. And you figure it out until you get interns that'll do it all for you and then give you a signal and say, okay, you're ready to go. And then they make the switch. Or if you have your monitor on, you can see what's happening. And not that big of a deal. So that's the first bit of information I have for you on our Facebook Live TV show Facebook page is that don't panic when things happen. They're going to happen. I'm going to tell you right now, just know going in, something's going to happen. I had probably the closest, nothing's ever going to be perfect, but the closest to perfect show this morning with my Facebook where I had the opening, the music was playing. I didn't like the music just like shutting off. I wish I could just... I probably should just turn it down and then hit the transition. But again, there's a lot of working parts, right? You're trying to turn something off or turn it down and then hit I have the F3 or the Command 3. I've been thinking about changing it to the space bar. And some of you may be wondering, why don't you use a space bar to make your transitions? The reason being is because it's just so easy to hit that space bar, and that's kind of what happened when I was on the website that I was trying to show. It was just, I hit a button that was just easy to hit, and it just took me off, and it just closed that window, right? And I had to reopen it. And then it opens to a blank page, and then I had to find the website, then I had to get to the place where I was, and so there's a lot of steps that went in there, and I don't want to have to do that. And the space bar for me sometimes it seems like it'll be too easy just to hit that. I like having the 2 keys. Now, it's up to you. If you don't think you'll ever hit that space bar only to change the scene that the viewer is seeing, then make it the space bar. But I like to have the 2 keys and the command and then want something from the number. Because then it's also easy if you remember which thing is next, right? If I just did 2, I know that the next thing I'm going to be showing is 3, right? And so that's me, and that's my training for you today. All right, so let's first go to Facebook, the private page. So those of you that aren't in it yet, who haven't purchased yet, you're going to see the inside of our private page. And now I have to actually go to the page so I can see what it is because that print's way too small. But Winnie, I love Winnie Anderson. Winnie, I love you. I love what you're doing. I love seeing how much you've grown since I met you, I think, on day 1. I'm pretty sure the first day that you were in San Diego at one of those events. I met you. You were sharing your story with me, and it's a good story in that where she's at now, right? The head injury and all that kind of stuff, which she talks about freely. I'm not talking out of school. Is just one that series that she's at now, Siri you're at now, Winnie, is just amazing. And so she says here that she's a little bit behind with the group, and that's fine because I had a dog I had to go get out of a shelter It had some stuff that had to happen, that kind of stuff. So I was offline entirely yesterday and part of the day before yesterday. So it's been about a day and a half since I've been able to get on even the computer to look at any of this stuff. So she said, for some reason, this group isn't appearing in my list of Facebook groups. Well, just in case you haven't found it yet, I saw that you had some comments and people helped you out with some stuff. But just in case, if you go up over here where it says share and notifications and that kind of stuff, you see the 3 dots there. You just click on the 3 dots, and right down here, you see right here it says remove from favorite. That's because it's on my favorites. If you click on that, if it's there, it should say add to favorites or something like that. Let me see. I'm going to click off. Now watch me not be able to get back on again. Let's see what it looks like now. So now it says add to favorites. Yep. So it says add to favorites. So you want to make sure and click that. And it'll refresh like it did there. And now it's down here in my favorites. Over here on the left. You see I have a lot of Facebook pages. And so it should be over there once you do that. I think that's the thing you're looking for. If not, then forget what I just said. All right. The next thing is, do I need to set up a Facebook page to have a show? And if you're going to use your computer, right, and share your screen, I saw Melody jumped in there. Melody's another fantastic person. And Mark, you are too. I know you're on there too. Melody, you're fantastic. You know, you just jump on. I don't know how you keep up all the Facebook, because you got your own Facebook pages, and I see you answering stuff in all the other ones. You know, Publish and Profit and Make Market Launch It, all the other ones too. But you can do live videos on your group as well, but it's only from your phone, and your personal page you can too, but from your phone or from your iPad or your device that you have other than a computer, right? Because that has the icon that you can click on. On a computer, you can't. And now there may be somebody who knows. Let me go to my personal page. So here's my personal page that I'm going to go to. Just found out I got almost 900 people, friends in my thing, and I think there's a limit. Somebody may know the answer. I'm pretty sure there's a limit. But you see, as I scroll all the way down, you see I'm all the way down. There's no button up here that you can push. Remember, in the training, you need that publishing tools to be up here. Now, I've looked around, and I've tried to find, and I've asked a couple people to show me where I can get that stream key that you need to put in OBS, but I can't find it. Right? And I've looked at all these things. Now watch it pop up now, because they change things every day. Newsfeed, activity log, manage ads, new groups, manage pages. I don't see it, and I don't see a way of doing it so that you can use it, because you need that stream key that you can get from. Let me go to another page here, so I can, if I go to Falco Canine Academy, where I just did my show. You up here, now you see you have publishing tools here. You see that right there at the top? Right, you only have that on fan pages and apparently business pages. On private groups, you don't have it either, or at least I don't. So when I go to, shoot, where was I? When I go to our private group, you see it's not up there either, right? So I don't have a publishing tools up here. So there's certain pages you can do Facebook Live from your computer on, because you need that stream key to be able to put it in OBS. Now, I'm just going to now tell you that I'm looking at a new program. Look at all the tabs I have open. It must drive some of you crazy. And here I have another one with a bunch of tabs. So I just purchased Mimo. Mimo. Hold on, let me show you the picture of Mimo. Nope, that's not the one I want. Where is it? There it is. So I just purchased Mimo Live, and that is a paid thing that allows you to go on to all these things. And I'm going to look at that, and so I bought it for you guys right now for me to test and tell you whether it's good. It's supposed to be pretty good, all right? So I'm going to tell you, I bought it just like before I went live. I haven't even had a chance to open it up. I had the free version, but it had that watermark on it, and I didn't even want to bother. And that was about a week and a half ago, and I just have not looked at it yet. So I went ahead and purchased to commit myself. Now that I bought it, now I have to look at it and see what's happening. I got used to using OBS, but I want to give you a couple different platforms and give you some more tools you can use to be able to look professional. And I got something I can say to you guys, because it's not on necessarily my public page, is that I'm trying to do something with a fitness location here in Brea, where I do some dog training that's also fitness training with you and your dog inside their facility. and I want it to look professional. I want to have a lower third. I want to have something really, really good, because what I would like to do is get them as a client to show them how to do Facebook Live for themselves for their classes. And they can even use now 22 Social, which I'm going to share with you guys a little bit more in future videos of how you use 22 Social to build your audience for your live videos. So it's all coming, man. There's so much, and it's changing, and there's new things. And this Mimo Live is a new version of an old version called Mimo something. Mimo TV. I forgot they changed the name, or they ended that one and started this one. I forgot what it was called. Sorry. All right. I keep looking at the camera, and I know you guys aren't on the camera. Let me go back. There. So now I'm back on camera, because of course you guys like to see me. And so I was on Mimo Live. And so back to Winnie's question. And so let me, as I'm talking to you guys, I'm going to go back over to the find the Facebook page, so you guys don't have to watch me click through that thumb. But yeah, you need that publishing tools to be able to go live. And so, Winnie, to answer your question, you can do Facebook Live and not get another page if you don't want to. But if you want to be able to share your page and that kind of stuff, as I understand it right now, and based on what it is that I've searched for and looked and asked other people, you can't do that on your personal page. You will need a fan page to do that, and you probably should have a fan page. I know you don't want to have more stuff to look at, that kind of stuff. But I think it's cleaner. It's going to allow you a little bit more freedom. Maybe you don't post pictures of you going to the beach, and that kind of stuff, or going, somewhere with your husband at a restaurant, that kind of stuff. You want to keep that for your personal page, and then for your business page, you want to strictly keep it to training, if that's what it is you want to have on there, and you want to make sure that you're only sharing the stuff that needs to be shared with that group, and those topics and those things on that page, and then your personal stuff and that kind of stuff, and like share your opinions. Like I have some strong opinions about what's happening in the world with law enforcement right now, and that kind of stuff, that I don't know that I want to necessarily have on my business pages, because people may get offended, because I am so strong about my feelings that there's just not a clear understanding of what police officers do on a daily basis, and when they mess up, you prosecute them. You don't riot, right? If that one of those officers that did something most recently did something that's illegal, right, and killed somebody, he needs to be arrested and tried for murder, right? It doesn't mean that everybody go out and just start throwing a bunch of crap. There's hundreds of thousands of police officers out there handling hundreds of thousands of calls on a daily basis, and they're not shooting some minority on every call, right? In those areas, there's a large population of African Americans. I'm telling you, those officers are going on as many calls as they can in a day, whatever will fit in their shift. Sometimes it's 10 hours, sometimes it's 12.5 hours. But they're not shooting every black person they see. If it really was that bad, then they would they'd go on one call, shoot somebody, go another call, and then shoot somebody, right? It would be rampant. But there's times where a cop unfortunately reaches his limit, and he doesn't have the capacity to take himself off a call or remove himself for a call. He tries to push through it, and then he becomes enraged, and he acts out and does something stupid. He needs to be prosecuted, and he needs to be jailed, right? But so I don't even know how you guys got me caught up in that whole thing. It's your fault. See, I'm like them. I'm blaming somebody else for my actions. I got on a tangent. See, do you see that, right? Do you see that tangent, right? Can offend even some of you that are on this page. You can be saying, Andy, you're wrong, right? No, they are attacking us. Police officers are seeing me, and they've decided that they want to hurt me and kill me. It happens to me every day I walk the streets. If that's happening to you, then I'm sorry, and I take it back. For you, it's different, but I'm just telling you, as a police officer, I didn't go out there looking for a male Hispanic suspect because I just wanted to. It's because somebody called and said, hey, the suspect you're looking for is a male Hispanic between the ages of 20 and 30, wearing a white t-shirt, blue pants, and tennis shoes. How many of those, those people of that description, that sounded bad, right? You can't say anything today. How many people do you think are like that in that community, right? Male Hispanic between 20 and 30 wearing white t-shirt and blue. There's hundreds, if not thousands. And so we're going to stop a couple, and they're going to say, "You're just stopping me because I'm Mexican and I'm wearing white t-shirt and jeans." And I'd say, "Yeah, because that's the description of the person we're looking for." All right, so do you see what I'm saying, Winnie? That you may want to have 2 pages and not say that kind of stuff on your business pages. Wow, I'm obviously losing it. I need a break. So let me take you back to the Facebook page. All right, so on our Facebook page, and when he continues and says, "Oh no, those were the 2 things. I don't need to create and maintain one more thing." I know. Look, did you see all the? Did I show you all the ones over here on my left? These are all my different Facebook pages, and I think they all fit on there. I don't think there's any missing. Let's see. You got Fearlessly Successful Police Dog. That's a Spanish Facebook page. Bedbug Detection. That's a private group. Falco Academy, the Healthy Dog Network, my famous person thing, Mastermind Retreat, Publish and Profit, Facebook Live TV show. Yeah, so I got all those to manage. And you find apps that you could just share things with, and then like Fairly Successful, I hardly do anything. I probably should remove that one. I still do some stuff in there, but not very much. And so you need this to find. So Winnie, I hope I answered your question. If you can do Facebook Live on your personal page, you just can't use your computer. And in a private group, you can't use your computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up sharing the video that I'm doing now live. I'm going to share it into this private group that you're looking at on the screen right now. Let's go down. Wow, that's a... I thought this was a good article to get a few tips for the Facebook Live videos. Oh, somebody's calling me. All right, make Facebook Live streaming tool work for you. I like that, Mark. I'll read that. I didn't see that was on there. Charmaine, I need to get a faster upload. I only have, Oh, yeah, you were having the problems with your voice syncing up to the video. Now, some of you may be seeing that happening with this video. For whatever reason, my light's blinking over there a little bit unusually, so I think that my speed is not where it should be to make sure that my voice and my the audio and the video sync up properly. But that's usually a streaming thing that needs to be looked after. Also, not have all those stupid tabs that I have open, like I have open on mine. I have 2 pages like this with tons of tabs on. And if I want my stream to flow a little bit cleaner, probably not have those streams, because there's ads working on in the background, right? There's some videos changing or ads changing in the background. All of that sucks up bandwidth and doesn't allow everything to work the way that you want it to. And so I should not have all those tabs open. So if my voice isn't matching my video, that's probably why. In addition, that it looks like I'm having something going on with the stream itself. All right, so Charmaine, yes, you need to really look at that issue in relation to your speed and how you can make that a little bit faster. I saw somebody on LiveLeap talk about that too. There's a lot of issues because people are in remote areas trying to do live streaming, and it's just so hard if your internet connection isn't good and you don't have a fast computer. So if you're going to do this and you want to look professional, you may have to buy a new computer or clean your computer out and not have so many tabs open, and make sure your speed is good, right? So all of those things work together. The speed of your computer, what's going on in your computer as far as resources that it's draining of the bandwidth, and then your internet connection. All right, what else did I miss in here? All right, so there's still people that are in the Facebook Live. So if you're watching this and you're not in our private group, if you purchased, make sure and just get into this group. Not everybody's in there. We have a number of people that still need to get in here. So get in here so that we can share information. And I'm looking to all of you too, because I don't have all the answers, obviously. I don't have all the answers to everything, as far as problem solving, the technical issues, and support for other devices. I know some things, like I know some stuff about OBS. I know stuff about Logitech cameras. I know stuff about some of the other equipment I use, but I'm not necessarily the right resource for support or IT. I can teach you how to use it to some level, but when things begin to go wrong, I'm not saying don't put it in here, but if you put it in here, I'm looking to other people that may have that knowledge, because I don't have as much of that as I would like to, and I don't know if I ever will, because that really isn't my wheelhouse. All right, what I want to do is go to one more place, and that is our Kajabi site, where you guys are in our private group. And I'm just going to make sure that it's live here. Yep, there you go. All right, so here we go. So we're on our page here. I put some new videos up. I just want to bring them to your attention because if you haven't logged in lately, you may not know they're in there. So we have, let's find out what Facebook says. Equipment broadcast. Oh, equipment for broadcast. Preparing your mind, body, and soul. That's my favorite. Maybe not all of you got as much out of it as I did, but I think it's important. All right, here, this is a new one. Logitech color and white balance adjustments. I show you how to fix that. So watch that video. It's just downloading an app, and then I show you how to use it. And then another new one I added. This one right here, it's called important. Let me make my thing bigger. Important. Select the correct service on OBS. Yes, to really watch that video, because if you don't have that thing selected that turns on Facebook Live, your Facebook Live won't work. I think Melody is one person who had that problem, and then another person in the Lively group that I'm in. They couldn't figure out why their OBS wouldn't work. And I think there was one other person. Oh, somebody in Australia. Shoot, what is her name? Oh, Ashley. Ashley in Australia had the same issue. All right. And then performing, I don't know if you saw this from your live broadcast. That's a follow-up to going live, because if you remember on the other computer, that's one of the things I didn't have clicked. I didn't have Facebook Live clicked on that computer. That's why that one wouldn't work. So I followed up with a new one that actually shows me doing a show live on Facebook Live. All right, so those are some of the new videos. If you haven't seen them yet, they're in there, and I'm doing more all the time. Tomorrow I might be here. It's a Sunday. I get kind of I should stay home on Sundays and with my kids, but if not, then I'll have some new stuff for you early next week. All right, hope everybody's well. Have a great weekend. Just keep Dallas in your prayers. The police officers, the officers that are killed, the ones that are injured, the ones that had to be there to witness it all of them, and the whole police department, they're hurting, and keep them in your prayers, and their families, the wives. One guy was just married 2 weeks. Another one has just young children, and they all have their stories, right? And so their families, just pray for them too. All right, I will see you at the next program as I'm bringing up my OBS and putting on my clothes. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.